My name is Alex, you can also call me Sasha. Welcome to the channel. Since now you may notice some videos in Russian popping up on my channel, please don't worry about that. All the useful videos like tutorials will have an English version too, except those concerning Russian coloring community, but they won't just be interesting for anyone outside Russia. I promise you won't miss anything important. And today I'd like to show you what I've colored for a textures color along. There are more than a dozen textures. Let me show you them right away. So these are the books I've colored in for the textures color along hosted by Maria Koroleva. These are Imaginary Friends by Karolina Kubikovska, Dragon Tales by Anastasia Kolderova, and Summer Nights and Magical Dawn books by Hanna Carlson in Russian and Swedish editions. Glass was the first texture we had to color. I've colored this page in Magical Dawn book, but I remained unhappy with the result. The glass doesn't look realistic. But what I enjoyed is thinking of the transformation of the shape of background stripes. Later, I have finished this page, also incorporating here other textures. These were wood and gold and gems. The substance inside the hourglass was meant to be some sort of space sand. I have colored this page with Jota Stilnova pencils and white Posca, plus white gouache for highlights. The next texture was wood. I have already showed you how to color it with Kahinoa Magic Pencil in a video tutorial here on the channel. Beside a magic pencil, I have used a dark brown Kohinoor polycolor pencil for the shades. You can see it here. I like the wood texture here as much as I hate the marble texture around it. I have tried to color it with grey Kohinoor magic pencil, but the veins and cracks look too intense. It is a little better on the step, but I don't like what's around. Let me remind you that you can find the tutorial of coloring this door on my channel. Okay, that's it for wood. And then there was gold texture. I have colored it so many times that I decided to challenge myself with coloring a golden portrait, a golden lady. I found a good reference photo for that, but it didn't turn out how I expected it to be. It looks low contrast with no golden shine. But the picture itself was so bizarre that I'm happy I could do at last something special for this strange girl. I don't really think I will ever finish this page, not even talking about coloring golden hair. No, I'm no hero. For this page, I have used Faber-Castell polychromos pencils and some white Posca to cover black lines and add highlights. I've covered lines down here on the neck and added highlights on her face and on her cheeks. The fourth texture was scales. And again, I wasn't happy with the result. I felt so sorry for this little snake, and I decided to finish this page. I have added geometric background and colored all the details, the gems and the key. Meanwhile, for the snake itself, I have used Derwent graphite pencils for the basic layer and master art pencils on top of it. The background is also done with Vagina polycolor pencils. Marble was the next texture. I was so intimidated by it and just couldn't understand how to color realistic marble. So, after long hours watching tutorials on YouTube, I decided to do two variants. This is white marble. For the texture on the background, I used only watercolors. Then I decided to add a 3D frame as I saw on one tutorial. This 3D frame was drawn with Lyra polycolor pencils. And then I have finished this page. I have colored feathers with Jota Still Nova pencils. For sure, I have also used white Posca for highlights on the feathers. I'm very happy with how this page turned out. It may not look so realistic, but it really looks special for me. I have also colored black marble. Let me find it. Here it is. I think that black marble texture suited the spider very good. Coloring black marble texture was immensely easy. I have just covered the background with black acrylic paint. Then I have drawn the texture with white gouache and a fine brush, rotating it a little to create natural curves. I could have also added some gold too, but instead I have colored the spider as if being golden and polished. I have just used 3 or 4 Jota Still Nova pencils for it, but was so happy with how it looked. Unfortunately, the colors faded a lot after a month or so, but it still looks pretty good. I really love this spider. Okay, enough for marble. Our next texture was fabric. I have chosen this picture with an odd kitten, but I have added some eyelashes. for it not to look so stoned. I have followed the tutorial on a channel called Color and Chat with Sammy, but I used pencils of different brand. In the video description, I will leave a link to the list of all tutorials that Maria Korolova found for her color alone. This jeans video is there too. I definitely liked both process and the result of coloring this jeans shirt, but it was so time consuming. By the way, I have colored it with Kachino polycolor pencils plus white Posca for ribs and pattern. Good result, but it required too much time. After that, we had to color gemstones. As I have already colored faceted gems for many times, I practiced semi-precious stones. You could have seen the video how I drew them on my channel. There were no stones on the page. I have just drew two shapes on blank spaces and one around the back. These were jasper, turquoise, and amber with a bug inside. I've used Jota Steel Nova pencils to create them. Semi-precious stones are very easy to draw and require only a good reference photo. It is especially important if you are coloring them for the first time. As soon as crystals are similar to gems, I wanted to color them too. But I needed a one-sided picture as I was going to use alcohol markers. So I took the Dragon Tales book by Anastasia Koldarova and used sketch markers. I used them for the first time here. And I was very surprised that next morning the colored fragment looked much paler and less intense in color than before. I have applied many layers, so it took me more than 2 hours to finish this little part. But I'm very happy with the result, especially after applying white Posca for highlights. During this color alone, I had to watch tons of YouTube tutorials. Jeans Best was the only one I colored following one specific video. As for the others, I started them only after all the theme tutorials summed up in my head, forming the vision of how I only should color this. After that, we had brick texture. I have already tried coloring it with pencils before, so I decided to challenge myself with markers. On this page by Karolina Kubikovska, I have added some more bricks, also a crack, and colored it with touch twin and sketch markers. The bricks don't look that realistic, but I like the result. And yes, I have also used a white pencil for slight highlights on bricks. I took this book as I wanted a one-side page, because markers bleed through, as you know. That is how the backside of this page looks. Then there was rusty metal. Sorry, I need so much time to find this page. It's always hiding from me somewhere. Here it is. For this page, I used my brand new set of 12 pencils Derwent drawing. The colors in this set seemed perfect for rusty metal texture. I enjoyed creating the rust effect, especially the rust streaks. They're here, around the keyhole. Such details always add to literalism of a texture. I hope I will finish this page someday, but not sure if I will use Derwent drawing pencils. Still can't get used to their softness. By the way, I have also used a Derwent blender pencil here. I like it very much, even though it gives a slight yellow tint, but it is okay when you draw rusty metal. Okay, enough rusty metal. And then comes the fur texture. I have a step-by-step tutorial of how I have colored this page on my Instagram. If you are not subscribed, there is always my account name in the description of the video. I am always afraid of coloring fur, but this time I was lucky to find a very good reference photo of a squirrel. It helped to color confidently. So I took pictures of every stage, and these photos formed the tutorial then. I'm very thankful to Maria for hosting this amazing color along, and this squirrel too, because I'm not afraid of coloring fur anymore. But let me repeat that finding a decent reference photo is crucial when coloring something realistic. And I have almost forgot to say that this page is colored with Faber-Castell polychromos pencils with the help of white Posca, of course. Now it is time for Nacre, or Mother of Pearl. This was the texture I wanted to master most of all. I have tried it several times before, but never succeeded. I could do pearls, and here are some too, but not mother of pearl. I had to watch dozens of video tutorials, but I'm very happy with the result and how realistic it looks. I will definitely finish this page as soon as I feed my fear of spoiling this page. There are still rather complicated objects to color. I'll have to color crystals, gems, something like a reflection. What's already done is colored with Faber-Castell polychromos pencils and white Posca pen. Our last challenge was reflection. I wanted to color a reflection in water at first, but I felt so tired that switched to a mirror reflection. This was not difficult to color, but to draw. I did my best here, as I don't draw much, and the result is very good, I think. I have used Jota Steel Novo pencils for this page. There is a lot of gold here. You may have noticed that I love coloring gold or other high contrast textures with very bright highlights and dark shades. Some people asked me how I did the highlights here on the mirror. I have done them by smudging lots of white Posca pen in with my finger and nothing else. And I made 3 layers here. I am not sure if I will ever finish this page, as it doesn't really appeal to me much. But taking in consideration how many efforts I spent for this little frog, maybe I will still finish this page. In conclusion, let me thank again Maria Krolova for this wonderful color wall. I have learned really much, and here is a proof of it. This is my last colored page. The book is Romantic Country by Erin, the first volume. Just look here. I have used so many newly learned textures. There are bricks and wood and different types of fabric. Here on the curtains too. But there also were textures I still need to master. For example, food and also greenery, leaves and flowers, and grass too. Thanks a lot for watching this video, my dear friends. Please let me know which page or pages I should finish. See you again on the channel. Bye bye.